Gentlemen, what's happening? My name is Nate. Welcome to the weekly rotation. Some of you guys are confused at the weekly rotation format. So the format is just I talk about what I wore and I'm sprinkling in what I did that week. I'm not just talking about fragrances, in these weekly rotations. So just to clarify, it's more laid back, less editing than the rest of my videos that I normally do. So I just wanted to make that clear. So this week was quite a busy week. I was jam-packed with a bunch of different things. I filmed an online course for a client. I recorded some other things. I did an event where we set up a TV and recorded a live speaker. It was like a motivational speaker or something like that. He was a great gentleman, very nice. And that was on Friday. I wore 2 fragrances on Friday, which was cool. But anyway, we're gonna get into it. On Monday, I wore Bad Boy Extreme, and I'm really digging this one. It's like a bad boy representation of just a cocoa beautifulness. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. So I went recently to the mall, I think last weekend, because last weekend was my birthday. And we walked around the mall and I got the chance to smell the original Bad Boy. So Bad Boy Eau de Toilette. Can confirm, so this one has the Bad Boy DNA with cocoa mixed into it. Like cocoa chocolatey vibes mixed in there. And so it's really good. I'm really do enjoy it. It's a little bit more aimed for like the fall and the winter time. It's definitely not like a summertime fragrance. But you can get away with it, really. It's nothing like, and it's a designer fragrance. None of these are challenging, You could wear it all year long. It just might be very cloying in the summertime. But think of like a chocolate Bad Boy, like a chocolate standard cologne chocolate. On Tuesday, I wore Sedley by Parfums de Marly. I love this stuff. I love it sincerely with half of my heart, okay? The other half is a little indifferent about it. Parfums de Marly Sedley, it gets mixed reviews because people think that it doesn't really perform well. And even me, I'm like, I really don't think it performs all that well. But then you get random compliments. I got 3 compliments, just like, being, and it's like, so it's one of those fragrances that you go nose blind to. You don't smell yourself, but other people do. And a good trick too is if you can't smell your fragrance, just go outside and like let the breeze just breeze you, blow you. Yeah, let Mother Nature blow you. Anyway, if you can't smell it, go outside and see if you can like get the wind on you. But anyway, this thing, it's hard because you think it doesn't perform, but it's sitting on your skin and it is pushing off. And people are like, by the way, you smell really nice. Or, man, you smell really nice. It's one of those fragrances. But it's difficult because it's like me wearing it, I'm like, am I still smelling good? And then somebody's like, dude, you smell really good. So I'm like, okay. It's like anxiety in a bottle. Dior Homme 2020 is what I wore on Wednesday. Wednesday was a good day. I was filming what was I filming? I was filming an online course for a client, doing like a course, filming it. And so I kind of had to be office safe and, pleasant to other people's noses and stuff. So I went with my favorite, Dior Homme 2020. When I went to the mall last week, I actually sprayed on Hero, Burberry Hero. I actually bought it. I actually bought a bottle of it. It's on its way. I didn't buy it from Macy's, but I ordered it online and I really liked it. It does the same kind of thing that this one does, so I'm really excited to get my hands on that one. On Tuesday, I wore Tobacco Touch, and this is a Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille cologne, and it does it perfectly. This one actually has a lot more of the tobacco nuances than, so I have a Dossier fragrance. Dossier has a Tobacco Vanille, and I love that stuff. I really do. I used like half a bottle of it, and it's a really good fragrance, but it relies more heavily on the vanillas than the tobacco. The tobacco is there with the Dossier fragrance, but it doesn't rely heavily on it. This one is like a 1-to-1 Tobacco Vanille cologne. I really do enjoy it. It's super good. I know that there's a bunch of other Tobacco Vanille clones out there on the market. I do know that. I figured that I would buy all the Mason Alhambra fragrances and just have the plethora of, you know, those fragrances. So I opted to just buy this one. I do have Toscano leather on its way, so I can round out the collection. I think all I need at this point is the Ebene Fumé and the Lost Cherry one. Those are the only two that I really need. They're killing the game. And I wore another one on Friday, but I started out the day with Invictus Victory Elixir. Some really good stuff. Sweet as hell though, I'll tell you what. So this one is pretty dang sweet. It's almost the same as 1 Million Elixir. There's a lot of sweet fragrances coming out nowadays. All of the designer releases are sweet fragrances. Honestly, how I really feel about this one is like if they took, when they were creating 1 Million Elixir, making perfumes like for these big brands, they make little samples and they send out the samples and they get approval on those samples. I feel like this one is just a rough batch of 1 Million Elixir. Like this is before they added in like the apple and the rose. This came before that. So all those samples that were sent out, this one was saved and they just put this one in a bottle and they just called it Invictus Victory Elixir. That's my take on it. It could be totally wrong, but it really does nothing different than 1 Million Elixir. That doesn't mean that I don't like it. I really do enjoy it, but it is pretty dang sweet. And you know, if you're not into sweet fragrances, then it's gonna be a clawing beast. So that was during the day on Friday, and then on towards the evening, I was doing an event photography and capturing, you know, doing the live presentation for the motivational speaker. And I wore Fabuloso Intense. So Tom Ford's Effing Fabulous is what this is cloning. And this is super weird and good. It's a leather fragrance with some almond and some just different nuances in here that make it's pretty unique. It is a pretty unique fragrance. And if you're into designer, easier to wear fragrances, it could be a little challenging. But for the most part, it's a pleasant scent. I like the scent trail that it has, but it is a little bit more challenging, a little bit more daring. This is blind buy worthy, blind buy safe, I should say, just because it's like 20 bucks. I paid like 17 bucks for this one, so it's really not risky. If you can't afford to lose $17, you should not be buying fragrances. You should be finding a job. But this is not financial advice. That's from my other channel, Finance Paragon. I don't know. Anyway, it's good stuff. I'm really wanting to wear more of it before the hotter weather comes in. On Saturday, I wore Ralph's Club Eau de Parfum, and you know, this weekend, I'm just trying to take it easy, trying to relax. I'm trying to recoup, get my energy levels back up. But I really love Ralph's Club. It's like super lavender heavy. I love the like clary sage and like the sweetness that's in here. But it dries down to like a nice, creamy, woody scent. It's just really good. A lot of people dislike it. And I'm over here smelling unique because nobody's wearing it. It's really good though. I know it gets trashed on a lot, but you know. And today I'm wearing Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Intense. New release as well, lavender heavy, it's vanilla, and it's woody creaminess. It's some good stuff. Next one I'm gonna be buying is Coral Fantasy. I've heard so many great things about it. I need to get my nose on it, and I think I'm just gonna blind buy it, honestly, because it's something I don't think I'm gonna dislike, and from the looks of it, a lot of people love it. And so, you know, I don't have a problem buying a mass appealing fragrance because I can recommend it to you guys and I could talk about it here on the channel. Tomorrow I have collection review videos coming out, just one. I need to make more of them because a lot of you guys submitted. There was like 150 submissions and I'm doing like 4 or 5, you know, in one video because it takes me a while to film them. So bear with me. I might do like 3 or 4 different videos, but you know, it's gonna be a process, I didn't realize how many people were gonna submit. Anyway, take care guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.